The ocean stays within its limits, even though it is big, but man forgets his status, even though he is small. Only that part of the truth is bitter, which is about us. People think it is their right to say bitter things and take pride in them, but get angry on hearing bitter things from others. In difficult times, whether it is a friend or a dear one, the silence of both is equal to betrayal. Man gets cheated by his own expectations. No matter how much pain a man's heart is in the first rakat of namaz, he gets peace by the last rakat. Wings look good only on birds. If a man has them, then he reaches the heights of destruction. It is not necessary that we try to make each other happy. It is enough that we do not hurt each other. The meaning of Jannat is that there should be no enmity with anyone. There should be no complaint against anyone, no complaint against the servants in front of Allah, and no complaint against Allah in front of the servants. Don't look at the smallness of the sin, but rather look at whose disobedience you are committing. It is forbidden to reproach someone for sins they have repented from. If someone has repented outwardly, then treat them with kindness. Lessons abound, but those who take heed are few. The fruit of hard work, the solution to hardships, and the future are all in God's hands. Straying from the truth will bring no goodness. Keep fearing God, for He protects those who fear Him from calamities. Just like bodies, hearts also grow tired. The world deceives, harms, and then passes on. A person can forgive an insult, but may never forget it. Words may be a mixture of truth and lies, but silence holds no deceit. Memories of past moments may return, but those moments themselves never do. Breathing is a costly deal. Our age increases, while life shortens. After death, both the king and the beggar will have equal land. In your life, always be like the moon, cool and serene, so that anyone who looks at you feels at peace, and those who spend a few moments in your company forget their worries. If you want to live a joyful and contented life, don't try to win against people, but win over their hearts. Don't laugh at people, but laugh with them. Respect and praise are not to be begged from people. These come from God alone. Never lose hope in God's mercy, for if He wills, He can make flowers bloom in the desert. God gives when you ask, but He also takes away when there is arrogance. Showing off in worship nullifies all its rewards. Without remembrance of God, restlessness becomes the fate of the heart. The truth is that the worldly leave with, but Allah supports us in every situation. He is forgiving even knowing our every weakness and mistake. Even when all the ways are closed, the door of Allah is always open. Allah say in the Quran, "Ask forgiveness of your Lord. Indeed, He is ever a perpetual forgiver." It is incumbent on all of us to confess our mistakes and sincerely seek Allah's forgiveness. Whoever controls their tongue controls their beliefs, and whoever controls their beliefs controls their desires, and whoever controls their desires lives in paradise. One who does not recognize the illness of their soul can never be healed. So examine your heart and correct your mistakes. The only way to be saved from the sickness of the soul is through repentance and seeking forgiveness. A heart lost in the love of this world will never find peace because the desires of this world are endless. Therefore, fill your heart with the remembrance of Allah, so you may find tranquility and safety. The one who trusts in Allah never despairs, because Allah makes every difficulty easy. Trust in Allah and let your heart be illuminated with His remembrance. Any task started with the name of Allah is full of blessings. Every task that begins with Bismillah is destined for success. Walk with the name of Allah and be grateful to Him, just as fragrance affects those who come near it. The company of righteous people leaves its impact. Stay in the company of good people so that goodness and blessings enter your heart. Consider every loss in this world as a mercy from Allah. He wishes to give you something even better. In every hardship, seek Allah's mercy and be thankful. Thanks for watching. Wait for next video. No weapon is stronger than the power of faith. A believer can never be defeated. Faith makes you strong, and faith leads you to success. Trust in Allah and strengthen your faith. The one who attains the strength of faith has won both this world and the hereafter. Whoever recognizes the truth of their heart can overcome every difficulty in this world. The peace of the heart lies only in the remembrance of Allah. The desires of this world will disturb you, but the remembrance of Allah will bring you tranquility. Connect your heart to the remembrance of Allah and experience peace. Efforts made in Allah's path never go in vain. Every struggle, every sacrifice, and every good deed will be rewarded in this life and the hereafter, insha'Allah. There is a big difference between the dream of life and the life of the dream. The one who liked today will get his favorite tomorrow too. Among the populated cities, another city is also getting populated, and that is the graveyard. The thing which looks true from a distance looks false if you look closely. Beauty is not beauty in reality, but to be loved is beauty. The one who loves makes one beautiful. What kind of goodness is that, which is destined to have a bad end? And what kind of evil is that, which is destined to have a good end? The sin in which there is no witness is often forgiven. So ask for forgiveness for the sins you have committed. Do not judge a person whose end you do not know. Become a mercy for people. You will get the shade of mercy of Rahmatul Alameen. Dispersed intentions can be a threat to the future. If you hide the faults of people, Allah will hide your faults. If we consider a person to be true, everything he says becomes true for us. Pointing out the faults of others to a third person is backbiting. Man, despite being a human, does not follow the will of Allah and wants that despite being Allah, he should follow the will of man. Anger is the name of lack of faith. The anger of the people changes the world. A man with a bad reputation can become a good man, but cannot become a leader. A rose can be given any name, but it is identified by its fragrance only. Human beings are also the same. They may be of any color, appearance, caste, tribe, but they are identified by their character and morals. Wisdom is that you say what you know and act on what you say. The shine of greed often blinds the intellect. Remove the waves of troubles and calamities by prayer. The tongue of a hypocrite is sweet, but there is a disease in his heart. Consult those who fear Allah. People are with their wealth in this world, and will be with their deeds in the hereafter. It is very bad for a mu'min that his heart gets attached to something that humiliates him. When you see that Allah is constantly sending calamities and troubles, then understand that He is waking you up. The person whose morals are bad and his circle is limited, his family members also get troubled by him. The person who does injustice in his decisions, his era will end. The person who purifies his deeds and intentions with honesty will achieve his destination. A miser saves his honor less with his wealth and loses it more. Man's breaths are a step towards the destination of death. With every breath, he is one step closer to death. The one who knows how to hide his secret becomes successful. The fear of Allah with the intention of halal join them. Deceit will run away. The one who has greatness is firm in his intentions. If you are far from God, you will seek passion. Its pursuit will unite you with God. One who has true faith has complete belief. If a person thinks that there is no witness for me except me, then understand that his understanding is dead.